statement about NCAA tournament?
An opening statement. Yeah, it was nice to be seeded. I think last week we were thinking we'll probably be a top 4 seed, or we're competing for a top 4 seed, and then we have a bad week, and then we're in just lucky to be seeded. So just happy to be in the tournament, happy to have at least one game here with these fans, so we get to celebrate with them and hopefully get to perform and entertain the great fans that have helped us all the way through. So really happy that we've got a home game, and at this point we know we can beat anybody. It doesn't matter whether we play number one next. It was funny when obviously we don't overlook Providence and Marist, and then Georgetown in the next round. In 2019, the goal was to get let's get to Georgetown after Washington. So it's going to be nice to go there. I've never played there before, so I'm hopefully looking forward to that. But Providence and Marist, I know Josh Fargo, our assistant coach, went to Marist. He graduated from Marist. He played for Vig out there, so that'll be good. And then Craig Stewart, Providence coach, he's from Newcastle, just like me. We're good friends, so either one of those matchups and all be tough. So we've got to have to focus this week and take it step by step and survive in advance.
Do you feel like the committee, Chris, gave you credit for your body of work? You had that streak all the way until the last 2 games of the season where you were winning every game. Did they put too much emphasis on the last 2, you think? Or?
I think they did. They put a lot of emphasis on the last 2. I think we dropped a little bit, but that's good. We can have a little chip on our shoulder about that. It's when you do get a seed, 2019, 2018, I would have bit your hand off to be in the tournament. So to get a seed is great, and then you kind of look at it and think, well, we were better than that team, or our body work was better. So it is what it is, and now we just got to put it behind us. We got to use this past week in the selection shows fuel, and we've got to defend our title. I mean, we're the champs until somebody takes it from us. So that's what it's going to be all about. So it doesn't really matter where we seed. We're just going to play our best, and we know we can beat anybody in the country.
As you will look going forward, how much is this week not about, you've got the preparation, you've been to the NCAA tournament, these guys all know what it's like. How much is it, hey, let's get back to us, let's put these 2 behind us really quick?
It's entirely that. I think part of our process is examining the opposition. We'll do a deep dive on the opposition and figure out what they're all about and how we can best take them apart and how we can best defend what they're doing. So they'll be part of that, but that's just part of our normal process. But you're entirely right. It's getting back to us, getting back to the way it feels, getting back to being connected as a group, and making sure that we know together if we kind of espouse those values, we can take anybody.
Do you feel like the last 2 matches it was just that? It was just there was a little bit of a disconnect there on the field?
Yeah, I think it was maybe not a disconnect on the field so much. I think it was, there was a few things. I mean, we had some red cards. We felt sort of hard done by with those red cards. We didn't feel like they were just, and we're missing, Vinny, then Vito, then Max. Just kind of maybe threw the rhythm off. We had the bug went through the team a little bit, so everybody was a little bit below. We had a few injuries, just guys fighting through things, and maybe all of those things added up, and also the sense of that great run we'd been on, whatever it was with 10 games, where we're just winning and maybe we start to take that for granted a little bit. So I think it's good. Every once in a while, it's good to get knocked down, as long as you either win or you learn, right, and move on. And I think we'll get back to that, and we'll use it as fuel for the fire to push that anger down and kind of let it drive us as we go.
To be able to get a national seed and then air quotes a first round bye, so to speak, how crucial is that for getting back to full strength, health, and both card accumulation?
Well, yeah, Max will still be suspended on Sunday, so that's unfortunate. But it'll give us a little bit of time to get back to full health, and it'll give us a full week to kind of train. We don't know who we're going to play, so we'll be forced on Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday to train us, which will be good for us. And then Friday, Saturday we'll be able to put the finishing touches on of how we can take the opposition apart. So that'll be good. It'll be a good week, to just kind of get back into rhythm and heal up a little bit, and really focus on us and our process and what we do and what's made us successful.
Looking at the ring ceremony a little bit, how good was it to be able to honor those guys finally and get those rings to them? And is it a fitting timing to be able to do that and sort of put it in perspective right before you are attempting to make another run?
Well, look, I think there's a positive to take away from it. There's also a danger, right? So the positive we can take away is look what we just did 6 months ago. Can you remember what we did, how it felt, what kind of effort we were putting forth to do that? And if we remember the who we are and what our foundation is, we can go on, and that's what we can take from the ring ceremony. Obviously, the danger is, we're just expecting to win it again because we just did. But I don't think we'll fall into that trap. I think it's really good. We can take the positives from it, and then we can move forward. And we know this is a fresh game. I don't think I've ever played against Providence or Marist, either one of them. So this will all be a fresh experience for us, and hopefully we get a big, huge crowd out there and can entertain.
Good, Coach. Thank you.
Thank you, guys.